Hi everyone, it's Kathleen. We are here today to do a bullion bee for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery field notes. So I'm going to put this bullion bee, and this is what it looks like. This is following a Sue Spargo bee, but to me it looks like a wasp because it's too long. So I am going to make my rows of stitching a little shorter, so it looks more like a fatter bee. So to me that looks like a bee, that looks like a wasp. So I'm going to make a bee, and I like to use chain stitches here. So let's start. I'm going to put my bee on the front cover of my field notes journal, and I am going to open up my journal and work on it. This is my cover. I'm working from my bed, so if we are shaking, I cannot do anything about it. I would like to put my bullion bee right there. And where did my bee go? Okay, so the bullion bee is made of two colors. The first color I am going to put down is black, and I'm going to be using Sue Spargo Eleganza Pearl Cotton. It's thickness number 5, and the color is EZM, meaning mixed, 04. So let's start with the roadmap. My roadmap is I do a small, medium, large, medium, black bullion knots, and I have the numbers of wraps on here. My yellow, I go in between there, and I go in between the black lines, and you'll see how I do this. Then for the higher wings, I do 2 lazy daisy chain stitches, and the bottom wing I do a single lazy daisy chain stitch. So let's start off with the black. And I am using Sue Spargo Milner's. You don't have to use the brand Sue Spargo, but Milner's needles are important because what they do is the shaft, the thickness is the same all the way up. Most needles, the eye is larger, so you can feed your needle through, but the point of a Milner's, when you do feel this, to me, I actually feel that it does extend a little bit, but hey, what do I know? Sue Spargo's, Milner's, this is a size 1, so let's get started. I'm using black. I like to use long lengths, and because we're doing wraps, so I want my bee to be here. I have a pencil, so let's mark 4 little lines. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's my black pencil mark. So let's start with a bullion, and let's work this way. I can move this whole length of fabric up on top. So this is where our bee is going to be. So I am going to start. I'm going to come out on the left side of that line. My line, I can't tell you how long it is. It's just a couple of millimeters thick, about 1/8 of an inch maybe, and then I'm going to go down, and we are going to come up in the same hole. So I went under my cloth, and I came up, and I'm going to do a bullion wrap, and I'm going to do, let's see how many I'm going to do. This is black. I'm going to start off with 10 wraps. So my fingers holding it underneath here, this finger, second finger, and I'm going to hold index finger and thumb. Thumb is down on the cloth, and I'm going to go, that's 1 wrap around the needle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wraps, and I'm scrunching them down close to the fabric. I'm going to squeeze with my finger and my thumb the needle and the thread, and I'm going to pull through. Place this down, move my awkward hand, and I'm still holding on. I haven't let go. And I am going to, a tip. My fingers are forming a tip, and I'm going to pull. So my bullion knots, I'm pulling quite firmly so they go down to the fabric. So it's like an arc. And I'm going to go down the same hole. And that's my first bullion knot. Because I'm making a bee, because it's a nice bullion knot, I'm going to tie a knot. Why? Just because I don't want it to move, that's why. So it's a knot. And I'm going to go on the second, this second line on the left. I'm going to come up. This line is just a little bit longer. I went down into the fabric, and I'm going to come up the same hole, and I'm going to make 14 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, scrunching it, the wraps towards the fabric, pinching, squeezing the threads against the needle. Sorry, my hand bumped the camera. And I am pinching the bullions, and I'm pulling my thread so it's tight, and you see how my fingernail is holding that. So it is, I don't know if you can see, it's an arc shape. Where's my needle? And I'm going to go down the same hole. Whoa. Down the same hole. And I am going to put a knot because I don't want my bee to move. I don't want my knots to move. Tie a knot. I'm going to extend my thread. That's second black line. I'm going to go with a third black line. That's going to be the same length as the one I just made. I'm going to go down. And I'm going to go up. So I'm taking a bite, and I'm going to do, this is more wraps. I'm going to do 18 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Scrunch them down. Hold, squeeze tight, and pull. Let's maneuver this fabric, move my hands, they don't work sometimes, and you're squeezing, and squeeze, 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 and with my thumbnail, I just pull it until it doesn't pull anymore. That's my third black arc, and I go down the same hole, flip it over, do a secure knot, just a tiny little knot, and it's hard working with paper. I prefer not to work on paper, but let's go. My other line is virtually invisible. I want to come up to see where's my other line. So I have to come up, yes, on that little tip there. So this is going to be a smaller black bullion knot. I'm going to go down about the same distance as this, maybe a little smaller, but same. It's just a small little bite. Whoa. Go up and up the same hole, and I'm going to do 14 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Push them down and squeeze and pull your needle out. Move your hand and the fabric and smooth your fabric out. Grab the thread and squeeze and pull until your fingernail can't pull anymore. And you have a nice tight bullion knot. Move the bullion and go down the same hole. Oh, that would not be good. Look at that. I grabbed the yellow needle. That's not good. Okay, let's make sure he's down. I can't see black on black. Okay, we're nice and tight there. And go down the same hole. Looks good. Okay, let's just make a little secure knot. Okay. Look at that. Love that. Okay, let's tie this off. Let's get scissors. Tie that off. We're going to put the black to the side and get this yellow. So the yellow, we're going to go in between the first two black lines. So the line is just in between the two black lines. And I'm going to do 12 wraps. So let's see. Do I have a knot? Yes, I do. So let's go with the, move these two babies apart. And let's see. Okay, 1, 2, let's gonna go in between there. And am I in between? I sure am. Okay, and let's go down. I'm looking at the part that goes into the fabric. Okay, go down. Then I'm going to come up the same hole. Okay, is that all right? Come on. Okay, up the same hole, kind of, sort of, and get our thread. And we are going to make 12 wraps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I have to even them out. They weren't even. 11, 12. Okay, squeeze them down. Push them down, squeeze the knots, or the wraps, I mean, and use your nail, and let's move this and put it down the same hole. Oh, I love making bees. Okay, let's, and this, oh, variegated, I didn't tell you what I was using. This is Sue Spargo Wonderful yarn, or threads, Wonderful threads, Elganza pearl cotton, size 5, color Easy M07. I use these for bees all the time. Okay, I need to make a knot. Okay, and let's go on this side, in between the two black. Okay, up. And we're going to go in between the two blacks, in between the two dots where they come out, and down. I'm going to look and see if that is right. Yep, it looks perfect. So I'm going to go up, whoa, up the same hole, move my needle up, and we are going to go, how many wraps? 16. We're going to go, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And see how the variegation, our bee is going to be a little bit different color. I just love that. So we have 1, 2, 3 different shades already. So let's squeeze and pull. And maneuver him. Let's move between the 2 black and go down, squeeze and pull. Use your fingernail and whoa, we're gonna, he's too skinny, so we're gonna, I tightened it up too much, so I've eased off and flattens. And we're gonna go down the same hole. And let's see what we have here. Love that. Let's give a little knot. Can you hear Jacques snoring in the background? Oh, Jacques. And we have the last one in between. So that's where I want to come up. And in my, oops, I've got some of the bullion knots, so I'm going to back off. Oh, I'm going to take myself right out. Okay, make sure you're just on the fabric. So I was in the right spot, but I was grabbing some of the black. Okay, here I am, coming up. I'm going to go down in between the 2 blacks, and we're going to have 12 wraps. So let's move our black bullion, and there we go. See where we're gonna come up, same hole, push it all the way up, and let's go 12 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Push, whoa, push it down, squeeze, and take your needle through and squeeze and pull down in between the 2 bullions. Use your fingernail and pull. And where's my needle? Let's find the hole where it came out of and pull. Okay, let's have a look, see if we have to tighten or let off. Oh my gosh, I love him. He's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, so let's make a little knot on the end. So, alrighty. And I'm going to cut, oh, I'm not going to cut that off because we are going to go, I'm going to put 2, I'm going to start with a small gold chain stitch right on the yellow line, and then the next on the first yellow line, and then a smaller one on the second yellow line. So let's, oh brother, Sharky, Mila, it's okay. So let's go to the first. The first is going to be a little bit bigger, so let's go. Where am I? That's the end. I want to go up, but I want to find the first. So let's go. Okay, I'm going to go just a hair. You see how I'm going a hair away on the right side of the yellow line, but a hair away. Come up, and I'm going to do a chain stitch. It's all right, Jack. This chain stitch is going to be, you arc clockwise, up and clockwise, go down the same hole. Can't see very well. And how do which angle do I want to have this at? I'm bringing my other bee here because I haven't made one in a little while. Let's go. And working with paper again, it is not my favorite, but I will persevere. And we go down the same hole. And now let's go like that. The thread goes under and around clockwise the needle. Did I make that one big enough? We'll see, soon find out. And that's my first lazy daisy. Anchor it over top of the thread at the top. And let's make the one on the other side. Okay, a little space, but at the end of the yellow, first yellow line. Okay, I'm making a lazy daisy chain up and around clockwise down the same hole. And is my angle the same? Let's have a look. We're fluttering at a different angle, so let's go a little bit down. Does it matter? I don't know. Are our bee's wings supposed to be the same? Okay, that looks okay. So the thread goes up underneath the needle and around. I'm going to pull it through and anchor it over top of the thread. Okay, and now we are going to go to the second yellow line. I'm going to come up and I'm going to make a smaller lazy daisy, up and around, down, and smaller lazy daisy. Let's go smaller. Thread goes up and under the needle and pull, and then you anchor over the top. You see it's just a little bit smaller. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, we're going to come up and scooch his body over. I'm going to come up. There, that's good. I'm going to come up. Make sure that the thread is lying flat. It is. And we're going to go up and around, down the same hole, and which angle? Let's see this one. Oh, maybe I gotta move them just one thread over, thread up, under, clockwise the needle, pull, and we're going to anchor this where's my tip of my needle. I'm going to anchor the thread just over the top, and I'm going to tie a knot. We're going to change to black. Cut this off. Move this over. And we are going to circle this existing chain with black. So I need to knot the end. I'm going to come up in between the body and the first chain stitch. Okay. going to go up and around, up, lay the thread around that existing chain, go down the same hole, except I have to move this knot over. Oh, I can't tell if I went through the knot or not. And we're going to come up in the hole that went down. The anchor went down on top. We're going to position this thread to go around that chain, and we're going to pull it, and we're going to anchor down. Nice. And I want to do the other side. So I'm going to move his body and come up at the bottom of that chain, go up and around, down into the fabric, up at the tip where that yellow went down to secure it. Lay the thread around the chain and pull. Make sure it lies flat around the chain. Finger's not working. Okay, how do we do this? Come on. Okay, beautiful. I might have pulled it too tight, so let's loosen it a little bit. Okay, slightly snug it and secure it at the top and go down. OMG, looking good. Okay, so we're going to go on this lower wing underneath. Up and around. And up the tip of the gold, and thread goes under the needle. The black wraps around that gold and down. And we're going to do the other side. Oh, come on. Let's move your body over. Go underneath that chain. We're going to go around the yellow, down the same hole we came up the tip, and making sure this black goes around that yellow and down. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to tie a little knot, and I can't remember if I have antennae or not. Oh, I do. I'm looking at my drawing. My drawing looks like I have a little antennae. So let's see, do I have antennae here? I'm not going to put antennae. I'm just going to have two little one wrap French knot for the eyes. So let's find that top of the bee. Half the battle is just learning how to hold your fabric. Okay, so this, move his body back. Okay, let's go and see where I have put. I can't really tell. Let's go here. Is that right? I want to start on the left hand side. Oh, that one's going to be good for the right. Let's go. Okay. I was Wasn't sure if my thread was straight, so it's coming out here. I'm just going to make one wrap, a French knot once, needle touches the thread, around and back down, just one thread over, one thread above. Tighten it up so my French knot is tight, and pull the needle through. And we're going to go the second French knot. French knot, needle hits the thread, wraps around and down one thread above. Pulling it tight. And let's have a look and see what we have here. Move his little eyes over. Is his eyes weird? He's going to be good. Okay, I'm going to tie that off in the back. Little knot. And that is the Bullion bee for my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. Let's have a look. Oh, I love it. I love that it's three-dimensional. That's my bee for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, Bullion bee. Black, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, 10 wraps, 14, 18, 14. The yellow, 1, 2, 3 in between the blacks, 12, 16, 12. You make 4 little chain stitches, 2 bigger for the front of yellow, 2 smaller at the bottom yellow, and then black goes around a chain stitch, 2 little French knots for the antennae, or the eyeballs for the antennae. And there you have your beautiful little Bullion bee. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye for now.